Thanks, Dan. You know, it's always great to see our friend Travis Burks with Price Cuttter and Pyramid Foods, not just because he brings us the most giant selection of meat, but he's also a good guy.
He is a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Love him.
I love him.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good to see you.
Good.
We're ready to celebrate the Labor Day weekend?
Yes.
And this is the perfect way to celebrate.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm firing up my grill for sure Monday.
Look at all these, Jer.
Plenty of choices to choose from.
This is
your-
my
your
favorite.
go-to right
This
here.
is my
The
go-to.
drumsticks.
The drumsticks.
Yeah.
I have to have the drumsticks.
Yeah,
These are my favorite.
These are in the ad this week. The drums and the thighs both for $119 a pound. So probably about $5 a package. Isn't too bad.
That's
That's
not
all?
That's all. Yep.
Well, you
That's
could.
incredible.
We could fry that up.
Yeah.
Fry it in the pan, or we can put it on the grill.
Fry it or grill it.
Or grill it.
Either way,
Some-
what do you want?
with some of your Ribeyes spices
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
would be so nice.
A little
the spice
barbecue rub.
blends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Absolutely.
Travis grill it for me.
Yeah, can we hire you to come over?
Sure, I'll be there. Yeah. Tell me
Not
what
if you
time
don't have
I'll
a
be there.
family of your own.
You've done
Yeah.
with all your family
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, we'll just bring them all. We'll just make it one
Oh,
big party.
sounds good. A big party.
Also, with we have brats in the ad this week, which is kind of the last two. Raw brats are also really good through football season. So stock up now, so whenever you have your tailgate parties, you'll be able to pull some out of the freezer,
Yeah.
ready to go.
Specials right now.
Travis, for 4th of July, I went to the meat counter and got your specialty brats. Like that, I think they're made in-house.
Yes.
Those brats. I'm telling you what, everybody at my 4th of July get-together was raving about those brats.
Those
They are
infused
good.
with cheese and stuff?
It had stuff in. I can't remember which
Yeah.
ones I got, but you had a selection there and the meat counter, and I got say, hey, give me 4 of those. I can't remember which kinds I got, but they were so good.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong with any of them you pick. They're
Yeah.
all, they're all really
so good.
Delicious.
good. And something else, we'll move on down a little bit more. Ribeyes. They're in the ad this week, and believe it or not, this will be probably the cheapest price you'll see in a while, but they're going to be $9.99 a pound.
Wow.
So now's the time to stock up.
Those are flavorful.
Yes, very.
Big time.
I say
Yeah.
treat
buy
yourself.
Treat
You could buy a
yourself.
whole piece, you could buy a half piece, you could buy them by the steak, you could get thin cut, whatever you
Yeah.
wanted to do. The meat shops will take care of you. So excellent value
Really
on those.
is.
We're running kebabs also in the ad. So the beef kebabs at 10 ounce is $7.99.
I go back and forth every week to see if I get beef one week,
And
the next week I get chicken.
Switch it up. And the chicken are $5.99, which is also a really good value as well. So
You know what else is good, Kel? If you want
What's
to
that?
get these,
Yeah.
here's another trick. If I don't feel like grilling the kebabs, you know what I do? I take them off the skewer and I saute them in a pan.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And it's like
too.
the
Yeah.
whole meal is right there. You just
It's
take them
right
off the
there.
skewer and saute
Your
it.
vegetables and your meat.
And I put the
Great.
seasonings, but it's so
Great
good.
idea.
What kind of meat is this?
Tri-tip's what we
It
use
looks
for this.
very,
You use
very
tri-tip or a
good.
top sirloin, one or the other, so
Beautiful.
it stays tender. And then on down the line, everybody's favorite seems to be anymore is tri-tip. They're going to be in the ad of $6.99. Still a great value for the price
Yeah,
of red meat right now. That's still a great value.
it is a good value.
So stock up on those. In the cryovac, you can freeze them. You could leave them in the fridge for
Right.
2 months if you wanted to.
Really?
Usually cryovac has up to 90 days, so you could, the longer the better. In the bag, I say it's
Oh.
wet age them a little bit. They're going to be
Okay.
more tender as they go along.
And if you have a big family, look at that.
So this is called a twin pack pork butt. So these are pork shoulders. At $169 pound this week's also another great value.
There it is.
You could have the shop cut them for you if you wanted into pork steaks or country style ribs, or you could just smoke them and do pulled pork. Or
That's great.
again,
man.
save one for football season and do one there
Oh,
for the
that's
buds
right.
or
Split
whatever
it
you
up.
want to do there.
Use
Yeah.
part of it and freeze the rest.
What a
Okay.
great idea.
And so just moving on down to the surf side, something we have new now within the meat shops are the salmon burgers.
I was looking at those. My goodness.
Travis was telling me about them during the commercial, and I was like, I'm at that meat counter every week. I said, I've never seen these. Maybe I'm not looking for them, but I've
They're
never
fairly
seen
new,
them.
so, yeah.
Fairly new?
Yep, they're fairly new. There are 3 varieties. You have the spinach feta, garden herb, and then just a regular.
What a great idea. That is a great idea.
And
I
again,
wanna try
already done
them.
for
I
you.
want to try them too. I'm going for the garden salmon right there.
They've
See, I want the one with
And
this
feta.
has feta. I want
Yeah,
the
feta
feta.
and
garlic.
Yeah,
Feta.
Yeah.
I love feta.
Yeah.
So great value there. Salmon portions is something else. You know, it's portioning up seafood. So if you want to prepare stuff on the grill that's already ready, you could cook it to the person's preference or flavor if you wanted to change that up. So that's the options with those. Which comes out of which moved next into that salmon fillet, which is something you have for.
Wow, that's
That's the whole fillet there. It is skin on.
Oh, the skin's on the back.
Fresh and
And don't you
salmon.
put that like on the grill with the skin down and you just let it cook, right?
Recommend putting it on foil or something. That
On
way
foil,
it'll
okay.
Peel right off of the skin,
Okay.
and you can serve it that
But
way.
you don't have to turn it over, right? You just
No,
let it
no,
cook.
you don't
Don't turn it over.
It'll fall apart once it gets closer to being
Right.
cooked. Like fish will get flaky. So season however you want. You could wrap it in foil and put it. Or
Why is flaky such a good quality in fish but not in a person?
That's
you
a
know?
good question.
Let's ponder that, shall
Flaky
we?
fish is good.
Flaky people, not so much.
Hey, You just got a T-shirt idea.
I think we did. Hashtag.
Hey, you owe me a Coke.
Hey.
Okay. All right.
And then just a little bit close to you, Jeremy, those, we had these on the show not very long ago, but those 1620 Argentina red shrimp, they are an easy peel shrimp. It's a 2-pound bag. They'll be $16.99. Great shrimp.
Nice.
That stuff is good. It's better to cook it in the shell
Oh.
because the texture is very soft. It's almost like lobster, so it'll fall apart. So it's better to cook it that way. I recommend just throw it in a foil pan with some butter and garlic, cover it in foil, and just let it cook, and then just pull them off there and eat them as you
That
wish.
sounds so good.
They are so good. They have a lot of flavor.
Butter makes them better.
Butter makes everything better.
Butter.
It does. I ain't got no trouble with that.
No.
All right.
Good. So then on down a little further, the ones just to your left there are swordfish steaks. They're in the ad this week for they're 8
I wondered
ounce.
what that was.
Have you ever had
Swordfish.
that?
I've never had swordfish.
I never have either. Swordfish.
Yeah, and you want to cook it almost like a steak consistency. So it's going to be a
Oh.
little bit thicker, a little bit heavier steak.
So do you cook that longer than you would the?
Yeah, because what we're going to do there with that ahi tuna, it's the ahi, so you could cook it, you could leave it somewhat raw if you wanted to.
Right. I remember you saying that.
Yeah, recommended just searing both sides enough to get just maybe about a ½ inch or less sear marks on each side, and you can serve it up and eat it that way.
Wow. Swordfish. I've never
I've
tried it.
What is the taste
Yeah,
difference
what does it
between these
taste
two?
close
Do you think?
to?
The swordfish is going to be a lot more mild of a flavor.
Okay, so not so
You know,
fishy.
Not so fishy. Similar to, say, tilapia almost.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
So
Wow.
opposite of the tuna, which is going to have more a flavor of whichever you add to it.
Gotcha.
Is that a whitefish?
It is a whitefish.
Nice.
Very good.
Hey
Okay.
guys, you know what you do? Head to Price Cutter and have your Labor Day barbecue sponsored by our friends at Price Cutter. All right
Yeah.
here, look at this.
It's all right.
Here it is.
It's
It's
a
all here.
plethora.
A plethora.
There's a lot more to choose from besides this. I just
Yeah.
could only fit this on the table.
Yeah.
Thank you, Travis. Have
You're
a
welcome.
great weekend.
You do the same.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll be back right after this.
This is so great.
It's great. I'm interested in
That's
this.
fascinating to me. Like swordfish.
Look at the skin.
I've never even ordered